Hello again, Forward Edge friends and partners. As you know, we've been sharing short videos from our country directors around the world. We have 6 programs for vulnerable children, 6 different countries, and this time I'm sharing with you a video from Jane Wathagana, the director of our program in Kijabe, Kenya, Mama Beth's children's program. And Jane is the daughter of Mama Beth, a beautiful woman who many years ago began bringing children to her home, to her property, and feeding them nutritious meals and sharing with them about her faith in Jesus Christ. And now Mama Beth is in her 80s and no longer able to do that. So several years ago, Jane, her daughter, stepped up and is now overseeing this program. And prior to the pandemic, Mama Beth's program was delivering weekday meals to 200 students in one of the local schools. Before that, children were coming to the facility and getting fed there, maybe their only nutritious meal of the day, but not returning to school. So they pivoted and began just delivering these meals during the week to the school. And it's had a dramatic impact on the performance, academic performance of these kids. The test scores went from 13th in the district to 3rd, and that had a lot to do with them having nutritious food to eat. Now, of course, because of the pandemic, they've had to pivot again, and they're delivering food to families. Jane is going to share about that. The food prices have gone up, as they have in many of these countries. They're also feeding whole families now, not just children. And because of the support of friends like you, we've been able to actually increase what we're sending to some of these locations, including Kenya, so that they can afford to do this. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this message from Jane. I also wanted to share that we're in the middle of a 30 and 30 campaign, sponsoring 30 children in 30 days here during the month of June, and I'm excited to tell you we already have 30 sponsors, so now our vision is 50 and 30. So if you haven't sponsored a child yet through Forward Edge, it's a great time to consider doing that. But again, I thank you for your friendship, your support, your trust in us. Everything that we're doing wouldn't be possible without friends like you. So God bless you. I hope you enjoyed this video.
Since March 15th, all the schools in Kenya were closed because of COVID-19, and so our feeding program had to stop. Many jobs have been lost, and many businesses have been closed. So many people have been going through a hard time without even food to feed their families. So as Mama Beth Children Program, we decided to come up with a program whereby we buy raw food, pack, and then distribute to all the families of the children that we serve. We have been distributing food for 70 families every week, and not only the children that we sponsor, but also to other poor and vulnerable children, and also old people who don't have people to take care of them. And so we would like to take this chance to thank Forward Edge International for what they have been doing, because they have supported us for the last 4 months and during this time and hard times, and we thank God for that.
My name is Tyann Hunt, and I am the Child Sponsorship Administrator for Forward Edge International. I am also a child sponsor for about almost 40 years now. I've never been able to have children of my own, so now I like to say that I have over 200. One of Forward Edge's missions is to transform the lives of vulnerable children and their families, and ultimately their communities. And we use a holistic approach to this in our sponsorship programs by providing nutritious food, safe drinking water, health care, educational support, spiritual discipleship, and family assistance. One of our goals is to facilitate meaningful communication between our children and their sponsors, and the primary way that we do that is through letter writing. Most of these children have never received a letter from anyone before. It's not something that's common in the developing world, so when a child receives a letter from his or her sponsor, it's a big deal. They keep these letters, they read them over and over again, they really cherish them. Kids write some of the most precious things to their sponsors, and it's really clear how much they mean to them. They will draw pictures of themselves with their sponsors, they will share prayer requests, they'll talk about things that are happening in their lives, happy things and sometimes difficult things. An example of this is a letter that I got from my sponsor child not too long ago. He was talking about the fact that he's growing up and some of the changes that he's experiencing, and I'll just share something that he wrote. It really touched me. He said, "I am growing, and next course I will enter junior high school studies, and the lessons will be more difficult. It's difficult to become a grown child, although I grow. Are you still going to be my friend?" And that obviously still touches me. It just lets me know how important our relationship is to him.